Okay, so this is the McGill Pharmacy, originally founded in 1908. And the unique thing about the McGill Pharmacy is that it shut down in 1980, and it's like a snapshot in the moment of time because most everything here on the shelves is how it was found and how it was left back when the pharmacy shut down. And for some of you oldsters out there, you might remember some of these things like Max Factor lipstick, nail polish, and how about over here, we got stuff like Dippity Doo. You remember that commercial? Here, listen to this one.
Making a beautiful body takes a little doing. Making a beautiful hairdo takes a little dippity-doo. Easy. To shape it, to make it stay, to make it hold, to build in body and bounce fast. And nothing holds like dippity-doo. Make a beautiful hairdo. All it takes is a little doing with dippity-doo.
Or over here, did you ever use any of this Pepsodent toothpaste?
Tom. Dick, that was a great take.
Doing comedy on TV may look easy, but you have to worry about everything. And those camera angles, honest. When the camera comes in this tight, I want my teeth to look white enough. That's why I use Pepsodent. Pepsodent not only gets my teeth whiter, it's low in abrasion, too, and that's important. Believe me, Dick Van Dyke, if you need whiter teeth, you need Pepsodent. It's some kind of toothpaste.
And how about Anacin fast relief tablets? Not to mention all this other stuff here. And for those of you that did your model airplanes and cars and stuff, you remember your Tester's paint? Not only the brush kind, but the spray kind. Let's take a look at some more of these shelves here. Old greeting cards from the 70s. And you remember your Speidel watch bands. And of course, Timex takes a licking but keeps on ticking. Come up to the bar and have a nice soda. And then over here, we've got Keith, the present proprietor of the place today. Oh, don't want to look at that. But take a look at all this stuff. You remember this stuff? And what do we have over here? Dristan, decongestant. And how about all this stuff here? Remember Digel tablets? Or how about Ready Shave? How about all this stuff over here? Right Guard, Edge, Barbasol, you remember that? And I just saw something over here. Where is it? The Brill Cream? Remember Brill Cream? It's over here somewhere. So certainly a walk down memory lane. But Keith right here, if you ever do come into McGill, Keith is the guy that knows everything. He's the one that's been keeping this going. And you've been living here since when?
35.
Since 1935. And,
Off and on. I left for go to school now, but
But you want to know anything about McGill and the McGill Pharmacy and the whole area? You talk to Keith here, and he'll tell you all about it.
if I can.
Well, he also wrote some books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look for Keith's books in the Historical Society.
Yeah, they're on Amazon.
Amazon?
The Kindle.
Okay.
Electronic books.
What are the titles of the books?
Growing up in Memories of McGill.
Memories of McGill. It'll be a fascinating story to look at because McGill is one of those towns. It was a company town. The whole town was owned by, was it Kennecott?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Kennecott. And, you always hear about company towns, right? It's got that bad connotation because the company owned the town, they owned the houses, they owned the buildings, they dictated what could and couldn't be here. They dictated how people would or wouldn't do their houses. But if you think about it, it's almost like the old-fashioned version of the modern HOA, but in a better way because everybody took care of each other and everybody wanted to be the community, right? Mm-hmm. They lived as a community. And Keith was also telling me here too, is that even though the community was divided between different ethnicities, so for instance, the Croatians and the Serbs, they lived over here until the Croatians and Serbs started fighting each other. So they moved the Serbs?
Serbs.
They moved the Serbs over to the other part of town and then put the Italians in between them.
And the Greeks.
And then the Greeks were down here. So everybody was different, but everybody got along together and they played on the baseball team and they just did everything together. So those company towns really weren't as bad as what people say they were out to be. So, but this McGill Pharmacy is basically that snapshot back in time, and people talk about the better times, and I really think they were the better times, don't you?
Oh, they were better,
yeah. Yeah, and you didn't have the technology, but you came here, you got your stuff, everybody talked to each other, and it wasn't all this anonymous stuff with everybody ignoring everybody. So if you get around to coming out to Ely, Nevada, well, come up to McGill. It's only a hop, skip, and a jumping away. Or if you ever drive in Highway 50, the loneliest road in America, come down to Ely. It's not too. How far are you from Eureka?
From Eureka, about 90.
Okay, not that far. How?
Ely's a suburb of McGill.
Oh. Well, so anyway, actually, we are about almost equidistant between Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Reno, more or less. Yeah. So if you ever come into those areas, come over here to McGill and the McGill Pharmacy. And thank you very much to Keith.
Well, thanks for coming in, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right. And where are we going off to next? Who knows? I'll find it out, but let's see what it's going to be.